That's pretty cool. Laser pointer. Oh, hey, remember I'm Vernon, and this is a virtual tips session. And I'll get to the laser pointer thing in a moment. Have you ever been in the audience of a presentation, whether it's face-to-face or virtually, and looked at the slide the presenter is presenting and wonder, where is that presenter talking to on the slide? I know it happens a lot. And if you're a presenter and that happens to your audience, you have failed as a presenter. It is your job as a presenter to always let the audience know where you are on the slide. If you have a number of bullets on the slide, they need to know if you're on 1, 2, 3, or 4. You just can't start talking and hope that they know. It's your job to visually and I'll also say verbally navigate or help them navigate the slides. So let's talk about visually. You can watch one of the other videos to learn about your annotation tools. But in every set of annotation tools in most platforms, you have either an arrow, a highlighter, or a laser pointer. Any of those will work. What you would do is as you get to that bullet point, you want to either put the laser pointer there or highlight that bullet area or put an arrow next to the bullet so the person can visually navigate. Now that's one method. I also, especially if it's a complex slide, I also want you to use your words to help your audience navigate it. But use your words. So you're going to verbally navigate them. And what do I mean by that? Simply this. As you'll see on the upper left-hand side of the slide, or if you look down that column on the right, or right in the middle column, you'll notice, or on the right-hand side of the slide, you'll see. Verbally navigating them helps them to know where you are speaking to on the slide, and it benefits you. They can follow you easily. All right, last thing, transitioning between slides. For every slide, you need to transition to the next slide. When you move to the next slide, before you do it, you need to transition. What I mean is, on that slide you're on right now, in order to go to the next slide, you should say, now let's take a look at how this operation really works. And then you move to the next slide. And then on that slide, to go to the next slide, you'll transition to that. You make a transition statement before you get to the slide so the people know what's coming. That's another way of engaging your audience. So let's recap. If you have a complex slide or are showing bullets, you have to visually help your audience navigate the slide with either an arrow, highlighter, or laser pointer. And you can also verbally help them navigate the slide with their eyes by using your words, by telling them the upper left-hand corner, bottom right, center of the slide, the last line on the slide is really important. I want you to focus there. If you do those things, in addition to transitioning to the slide, on the previous slide, saying what's coming next, saying, let's look at the next slide, is not, well, it is a transition statement, but it's not a very good one. Telling them what's coming next and also transitioning out of that slide to the next slide. Those are all key critical things that you have to be intentional about doing to let your audience know where you're speaking to on the slide so they don't get lost. Don't forget to do those things.